any other different times now in the first. Because we have other things that we want to do between now, the anniversary, and other stuff, in which I've been helping to coordinate and, organize this stuff. As of right now, the majority says let's go to 26. So if y'all want to march off, caravan, bike ride, however you want to get there, let's do it. Let's do it. I'm all about the people. The people is the word, and the people is the move. The people is the motive. The people is the whole let's go. Let's do it. Let's do it. I don't care. You know what I'm saying? As long as the power is in the people, the word is in the people, the motive is in the people, the move is in the people, the movement is in the people. I'm willing to be not only in front or behind, but beside each and every move that everybody wants to do. There's something about me. I'm ready and willing to do anything that the majority wants to do. So that being said, there's two things that I want everybody to do as we go on this march. Because I have to make this clear. No matter how we're doing this caravan, bike ride, walk, march, whatever, be around, be aware of your surroundings. Be aware of who's out here, and because it never fails. Half the time we go on marches, they don't sometimes always go right. But when I go on marches, half the time it goes right because I try to organize it right and plan it right. So we're going to be on our way to 26. And anybody have a problem with that? I don't really care right now. This is not about you. This is about the movement. If it's not about the movement, you're in the wrong place. You're in the wrong space. So, if anybody's ready to go, I'm ready to go. Like, dude, let's go. Let's go. We want justice. We want justice all day. We want justice for all of the names. And I'm not going to name one. I mean, yes, I could say my brother. It's about my brother. But it's not really even totally about that. There's too many names to name. There's too many names to name. Just in the general sense, we want justice. We want equality. This is the United States of America. Why is it that any and all races within these United States don't have equality?
We all want to be treated right.
Why is it that in these United States, one or two or more races are treated the way they are when they get apprehended or shot, maimed, killed, locked up, whatever you want to see it as? Whatever you want to call it as. Just know that we're in a day and an age where we do not, and we are not going to accept this. We're not going to accept this.
Can we all just get along?
And I've learned this. I'm smack dab in between the middle of generations, and I've learned a lot between the old generation, the new generations coming up. I'm smack dab in the middle. And I learned a lot from both. So with that being said, I try to teach the people that don't know from the older generations, learn from the younger. Try to teach the younger that don't know from the older. Right now is a crucial, very crucial time. We're in 2021, where most cops are being tracked for what they're doing. But what are we out here for right now? David McAtee. And my brother, his name will not be swept under the rug. His name will not be used and abused by the system that tells us that they are allowed to do whatever they want to do, and nobody is accountable. Nobody is accountable. Not one soul is accountable.
And we tired of lying to us. We're
in a generation where we're tired. We're in a generation where everybody feels like it doesn't matter what color, creed, sexuality, whatever. Everybody should be allowed to have their freedom of speech, their freedom of will, their freedom to do as they please, to live a righteous life, a good life as they see it fit. So with that being said, I'm tired. Yes, it's about my brother right now, but I don't care. It's about many other names that do not get said, or it does not get the recognition, or it might get the recognition, or some people might not ever get the recognition. The whole point is that there are many names, and we're tired of saying names.
I'm being lied to.
Amen.
We're tired of saying names. We're tired of being lied to. We're tired of the story being covered up. We're tired. Just in general, just tired. Doesn't matter even what race you are. We're tired. So right now I'm ready to go. Start some good trouble in the name of David McAtee, because at the end of the day, his name should not
Never be forgotten.
His name should not be swept under a rug. His name should not be forgotten. The whole situation should not be told what was happening when it's not what happened.
The police initiated the first shot.
So as we march on, I don't care. If you're not about the equality of each and every man right now, you're in the wrong space. You're in the wrong space. Right now, we're on a mission to have change. With and without the community. Within or without the community. We're looking for change. One thing that I have looked at, many states, many cities have had change, or they are looked at as, when it comes to their memorials, they're not threatened. They have not been moved. The police have not threatened to do anything to theirs. But here we are in Louisville, Kentucky. Louisville, for people that are, indigenous to here. Louisville, Kentucky. Louisville, Kentucky, and we all know our system is corrupt. And it's up to us, it's up to them also to weed the ones that's out. I never said that all cops are bad, but that makes you just as bad if you are in the system. You don't want to root out the bad ones. You don't want to root out the ones that's doing all this stuff to our people. So, as I say, one of my good friends, another good leader, what does Travis say? Keep going.
Keep going.
Keep going.
Keep going.
Keep going.
Keep going.
Throughout all of these seasons, spring, summer, fall, winter, I've not given up.
Keep going. Keep
going.
I literally have not given up. So I don't care. I don't care right now if it's 5 people. I don't care if it's 10 people, 20 people, 50 people.
Speak it loud, brother.
I do not give up. I keep going.
That's right. Keep going.
Keep going.
Keep going.
At the end of the day, some of the leaders that we have lost over this last year, I will not. I guarantee I will not, and I mean, I will not let their names go down in vain. Chris Rock. Travis Nasty. That's 2 main people that gave their lives, literally gave their lives for this movement. Here in Louisville, Kentucky, they gave their lives.
Amen.
Other people, many countless people have gotten hurt in this movement to do what we come out here to do any and every day. And on top of that, before I get ready to walk off and get ready to go, I have to point something. Yesterday, I came out. I don't care what anybody was doing. Yesterday, I came out. It was the 1 year George Floyd, and it hurt me to see that on the news. It hurt me to see that on the news. And people saying, look what's going on in other states, but then look at Kentucky. Nobody's out here. It was barren. It was barren. I don't care. It was barren. And that goes beyond anybody's black life. That goes beyond anybody's mixed life. That goes beyond anybody's white life. If your life as a whole matters, when situations like that come up, or we should have things that come up like that, you guys should be all accountable to be out here, ready to go for the movement. Ready to go. Ready to go. And I appreciate everybody that's out here today. But I'm just like, I'm at a point right now, I need to see. Hey, all of y'all over in this corner, I need to see. Because 9 times 10, look at me. I'm going to ask you a question. You. Are you kidding anybody that's out here? Any of the killers of the people that should be, police officers accused of killing. And you know what I'm saying? Are you kidding any of them? 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 Okay, man, are you kidding any of them? This is my family. This is happening. So don't think for 1 second in this last year that this was a game to me. So if y'all ready to go, y'all ready to start some good trouble, let me know. But if this is a game to you, you're in the wrong space. You're in the wrong place in the wrong space. And I don't care who has gone with me about that. Walk off me. I don't care. You got a problem? You got a problem about being on camera? Are you too shy about being on camera? Or is it something? You know what I'm saying? I don't like being in front of the camera.
They got facial recognition, you know that.
I don't care. I don't care. Ask me what you said about me.
Hey, Jamie, if you need somebody to stand with you,
Ask me one time that I've been on camera and I gave a fine. You know what?
Trying to go back to liberty.
Ask me one time that I really tried to get out there and just really be on something else. This is not a game. I'm just trying to let everybody out here know this is not a game. I'm out here for black liberation, okay? Your liberation.
That is the younger brother of David McAtee, who lost his life at the hand of LMPD and the Kentucky National Guard early in the protests last year. It was announced yesterday that the individuals that were involved in the shooting on the National Guard and LMPD side are receiving 0 charges. So no charges are going to be filed against them. So as you can guess, he's a little heated. He's a little bit heated about what's going on. He originally was saying he wasn't going to speak, but I guess all these cameras finally.
Anybody can tell it about me. I'm grateful. I'm me. I'm a person that, you know what I'm saying, enjoys the fellowship and everybody trying to be out here for the same cause. You know? So, I'm at a point right now. I'm upset. But at the same time, I'm here. Still, really, here. for any and everybody to feel like, you know, you have somebody. Because right now it was them. But at the next time it could be the next person that's out there. It happened to. That was my brother. And for nobody to be charged for that, my niece has had only maybe 3 interviews in the last year, and they've been shunning that, sweeping up under the rug. They don't listen to it. And that's witness number 1 that was there. Okay. There's not a single person that's not here. Not. For this, when anybody, and I know for a fact, it took me a long time to watch this, because I did not want to see my brother in his last moments like that. I did not. It took me months to watch that video. But at the same time, it was viewed from every aspect. There were interviews with my niece and they tried to shine me under the rug. No, I'm not gonna go for that too much longer. Like, I've tried. Everybody's tried. We tried to be peaceful and do peaceful protests. Here in Louisville, Kentucky, we're the people that has had the least. I mean, don't get me wrong, there's been not warrants and stuff like that, but we're the city that's had the least amount of things going on. You go to any other city out of state, nobody has ever threatened to take away George Floyd's memorials. Nobody has ever threatened to take away Breonna's memorials, even outside of the state, where it didn't happen. Same for my brother. My friend Tyler Girth was murdered in the same very spot we stand in. We're not allowed to memorize that. We're not allowed to understand what happened. We're supposed to just forget about that. It hurts. Nobody's listening to my niece. Nobody's listening to nobody in my family. Like, nobody understands that my brother was trying to protect my niece. And the whole, they came in there, they had forgotten protocols. They didn't do what they were supposed to do as a whole. When they come there, that's what the whole thing right now. It's hard to try anyone that's in any armed forces because they can cover up stuff. They can cover up stuff different than the police. So nobody's going to try them. They're supposed to get swept up on the rug and nobody's supposed to get in. And it hurts. It hurts that nobody, not a single soul, is supposed to be accountable. That's the whole thing about the movement. Everybody accepting accountability. You're supposed to be able to accept your accountability for any and everything that goes on. And they don't accept any kind of accountability at all whatsoever. They've made it harder for anybody to even know or understand anything that's going on. And I don't appreciate it.
As you march to 26 on Broadway here in a couple minutes, what will the message be to the community at large?
Like I said, accountability. And it's to be known that no matter who did it, my brother did not shoot the first shot. I know my brother. But then I probably would do the same thing as my brother. And I'll be truthful to any and every news outlet that's out there. My niece looked up and said they're shooting at me. She didn't even know because they were shooting gas at her. She couldn't even see. She didn't even know who was shooting. So I would have done the same thing as my brother. Should be told. And I feel like anybody that's out here would do the same thing. So I don't feel like it's right that they're trying to just say, okay, it's whatever. Have some accountability for what you guys did. Nobody was a nuisance. Nobody was a problem. And you all created a problem by coming down there and doing it. We were protesting down there. I was here before the whole of what happened. I was here. So at the end of the day, I don't care anymore. It's just like, you know, it's like something that's getting swept under the rug and it's not right. We weren't protesting down there. it's just a normal day. Like, it was, dude, it's too close to Derby weekend. That's what we do in the West End. Everybody crowds around and do what they want to do. So at the end of the day, like, I'm just tired. Here we are a year later, and nobody's getting charged with, nobody's getting accountability. Nobody is being even looked at for anything of this because it's armed forces. And I don't care anymore. It's too much to take. It's too much to take when you want liberation for other things, and you're also trying to work for the liberation of yourself and the things that's going on. My family, truth be told, is used to things like this in the streets. But then when you're in your own business, in the National Guard, in the police, just knock you out. You're in your own business. Mind your own business. It hurts. It hurts. Like, I really don't know what else to say, because how do you not have accountability for a life? I've always been grown up to be a person to just, respect the next life. I've never been a person to understand that. I don't care how, upset. I don't care what's going on. I've never had a disregard, or anybody else in my family has really grown up to have a disregard for the next life. So for you to look over there every day when we're over here, we're protesting, we're doing what we're doing. For you to look over there across the street and nobody's accountable. The National Guard came in here and did what they did and they left. And nobody's accountable. It hurts. It hurts because it's not just like you just shot a dog. It's not just like you shot some animal. You shot a person. You took a human life. And had that been the other way around, how do you think that would feel? How do you think that would feel? That's my brother. And I love him and I appreciate everything that he did for the city. But me being a person, I'm just like him, I'm a chef. But how can a person that's trying to be there for the city, be there for the community, look out for the community, do the same thing when our cops and our, National Guard get off somebody that's giving you all food for free? Like, really, plain and simply, how do you think somebody would feel about that? It's a conundrum. I want to be here for the city. I want to be there for the community, but how can I, personally as his baby brother, how can I look up and want to do the same thing and follow his footsteps and not think that I can get cut off because you all want to do it? It hurts. It really truly
Thank you.
hurts.
Thank you so much.
All right. Yeah, man. How you doing? I'm great. Good to see you. You too. Let's see. So again, baby brother of David McAtee. Emotional words after yesterday, anniversary of the death of George Floyd. He also found out yesterday that the National Guardsmen and the LMPD officer that were involved in the shooting that led to the end of his brother's life, no charges will be filed against either. So obviously, again, a very emotional time. Protesters here in Louisville have organized a small demonstration in support of justice for David McAtee. If you are not familiar with that situation, early in the protest over a year ago, out on 26th and Broadway, David McAtee owned a barbecue joint called Yaya's. Every Sunday, he would host like a family cookout. People would go hang out in the parking lot. He cooked for everybody. He also provided free meals to law enforcement officers if they came in. But this particular Sunday, the cops were called down to his normal weekly get-together. One thing led to another. It resulted in him being shot and killed by law enforcement and National Guard units. Again, we found out yesterday there will be 0 charges filed against any law enforcement or National Guard that were involved in the incident. We will be marching shortly, what I was told, so I'm just kind of staying back, giving you a wide shot till we're ready to go. Probably about 30 people. About 30 people with us.
Look here, madam.
Maybe pushing 40. I see some cars. Yeah, there's definitely people in some vehicles too. So pushing 40 people at least. I can completely understand your frustration saying fuck 502, fuck Louisville. I feel that way sometimes too. It is essentially my hometown. It is definitely where I call home. But its system is severely broken. I'll say fuck the Metro. The Metro is broken and it needs to be fixed. Wondering who it was that called mainstream media, because they don't typically come out this deep unless they are called.
I know everybody that's here is some kind of pain from this. Some kind of pain from this. There's a fellowship within this whole village. Say his name. David McAtee. David McAtee. David McAtee.
Oh, more Be Real.
David McAtee. David McAtee. David McAtee. David McAtee. David
We got 7 or 8 cars behind us, maybe 30 people in the street, so we could actually be pushing maybe 50 people with everyone in the vehicles. Kyle Williams, you were incorrect, but that's okay. You were allowed to be incorrect in the United States. He was no threat. Law enforcement opened fired first. To me, the security footage clearly shows that, because there's actually security footage of the incident. So unless you have knowledge of the incident, you probably shouldn't speak up, Kyle Williams. don't believe anyone else is live. Maxwell was down here, but... Oh, yeah, there he is. Maxwell just went up. Yes, the footage shows that he had a firearm on him after rounds were shot at his establishment, and he had no idea who was firing rounds.
Right now, I feel like everybody is shouting right now.
Law enforcement opened fire first.
Frankly, the snow, they would have came out. So what I feel right now is Brainsley, the snow. These racist pigs, they got to go. Brainsley, the snow. These racist pigs, they got to go. Brainsley, the snow. These racist pigs, they got to go. Brainsley, the snow. These racist pigs, they got to go. Brainsley, the snow.
There's no convincing need. All the evidence is clear. Thanks for chiming in, Brandon.
These racist pigs, they got to go.
We want justice.
Whether we want it,
Black lives matter.
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 Hey, buddy. How you doing? I don't care. I mess with any and everybody. Does your life matter? Throw a fist up! Throw a fist up!
Nope, not low information. I would venture to guess that black people probably know how black people are treated. It's an odd concept, right? If you just open your ears and listen, maybe you would learn something. Louisville absolutely has the stand your ground. It also has the castle law. Sorry, I believe stand your ground and castle law are the same. But essentially there's one law that if you feel you're threatened, you have the right to shoot. There's another law that if someone is on your property, you have the right to shoot.
I said I love being black. I said I love being black. I love the color of my skin.
I love the color of my skin.
Let's go.
No justice, no peace.
What's CCP? Educate us, Brandon, since you seem to have so much knowledge. Go ahead and let us know. What's CCP?
David McAtee. David McAtee. David McAtee.
Black lives matter.
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 Y'all know we was done. We ain't went nowhere. Out of the house, into the streets.
Out of the house, in the streets.
Out of your house, into the streets.
Out of your house, in the streets.
Out of your house, into the streets.
Out of your house, in the streets.
Out of your house, into the streets.
Out of your house and into the street. Out of your house and into the street. Out of your house and into the street. Out of your house and into the street.
Out of your house in the street.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Fuck 12.
Fuck 12.
Fuck 12.
Fuck 12.
Fuck 12.
Fuck 12. No justice.
No
peace. Fuck these racist ass police.
I said no justice.
No peace. Fuck these racist ass police.
I said no justice.
No peace. Fuck these racist ass police.
I said no justice.
No peace. Fuck these racist ass police.
I said no justice.
No peace. Fuck these racist ass police.
Come on, no justice.
No peace. Fuck these racist ass police.
I said no justice.
No peace. Fuck these racist ass police.
I said no justice.
No peace. Fuck these racist ass police.
I said no justice.
No peace. Fuck these racist ass police.
Come on, no justice.
No peace. Fuck these racist ass police.
Science does.
David McAtee.
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 I can almost guarantee that most of the people over these places, they got food from my brother. Say his name!
David McAtee.
Say his name!
David McAtee.
Say his name!
David McAtee.
Say his name!
No peace. Fuck these racist ass police. No peace. Fuck these racist ass police.
I said no justice!
No peace. Fuck these racist ass police.
I said no justice!
So this march is in response to the announcement yesterday on the anniversary of George Floyd's death that David McAtee, locally here in Louisville, who was shot and killed by National Guard and LMPD, the individuals that were involved in the shooting will not be receiving any charges whatsoever. So a number of activists, protesters, organizers got together to march and say his name, David McAtee. Just tuning in, there were some strong words from the baby brother of David McAtee just before in the live stream. So once the march is done, we'll be able to drop the live stream, come back up, then you can watch that. Actually, I think currently we're marching out to 26, so it's a little bit of a hike. But Yaya's barbecue, David McAtee's barbecue joint, is at 26 in Broadway. So I believe that's where we are marching currently. Usually when I get out to that area, my reception gets spotty anyway. So I bet when we get out there, I'll end up having to drop the live stream anyway, and then I'll have to come back up once we start heading back towards downtown. A little bit of a dead zone in the West End. Go figure. So, quick blurb. Riot Heart Media has its first official in-person fundraiser happening June 6th at the Mammoth Art Space. Donation opportunities for up to 10 different charities. So, not just Riot Heart, you can donate to up to 10 different charities. We're going to have live entertainment, we're going to have hot food, we're going to have cold drinks, door prizes, raffle baskets, the whole shebang. So again, June 6th, go to the Riot Heart Facebook page, the event's up there, got flyers out for it. You can get a Riot Heart t-shirt on riotheart.com. You can set up one-time, daily, weekly, monthly, annual donations on riotheart.com, whatever you want to do. Those donations will go to continuing our active coverage of civil disobedience, civil rights issues, community outreach. So those contributions will ensure that we're able to continue out giving you guys eyes and ears on the ground. Further than that, the surplus absolutely and definitely will be distributed straight back into the community. Various number of other nonprofit organizations that we are partnering with that already have the systems in place to distribute the money specifically where it needs to go as we learn a little more about our role in the nonprofit world. But that's enough about Riot Heart. Just remember, June 6th at the Mammoth, come on out.
Mama, can't you see? What the system done to me? They locked us up and put us down. There ain't no justice in this town. 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 Papa, Papa, don't you cry.
So, the chant that is being sang right now, the call and response. New ma'am.
You believe that? Put a fist down!
Are you talking about the DOJ investigation? Department of Justice investigation? Penny? Because early on in the protest, it was said that FBI was supposed to be investigating LMPD. Nothing ever happened from that. Then FBI came in and was investigating protesters. Not sure a whole lot happened from that other than a handful of federal charges for various things. Currently, the Department of Justice is doing an in-depth investigation of LMPD. From what I understand, their purpose is going to be to investigate criminal activity by LMPD, corruption and the like. So they're going through old footage, they're doing interviews, trying to find any evidence of criminal activity by LMPD over the last, I think they said roughly like 3 to 5 years. But what you have to understand is, even though they are looking for evidence of criminal activity, it is not a criminal investigation. It is a civil investigation. So what that means is the Department of Justice does not have the right to make any type of arrests themselves. They're going to take the evidence, they're going to hand it over to a prosecutor, then that prosecutor has to press the charges. In the event that a prosecutor does not press charges, or any recommendations they make towards LMPD and the Louisville Metro are not adhered to, then the Department of Justice, their next step would be to just start slapping lawsuits left and right all over any type of city organization that they can. Basically, whip them into submission by tying up all of the city's funds and lawsuits. So, essentially, first step, trying to find evidence of criminal activity and corruption. Second step, passing that evidence to a prosecutor. Third step, prosecutor would prosecute. Fourth step, if prosecutor does not prosecute, then they start suing the shit out of the city. That is my understanding of the Department of Justice's investigation. If Dave Johnson, one of the other directors, is watching, he might have some more insight. He usually moderates for me. Are you saying the Department of Justice are propaganda pigs?
You can't stop the revolution! 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 LMPD is not the solution! Look at how messed up this is!
Oh,
Look at how messed up this is!
look at this. They snuck up quietly, didn't they? They snuck up quietly and deep. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 LMPD, 9 marked LMPD cars and an LMPD tow truck, as well as an unmarked LMPD SUV. Okay, yeah, 9 marked, 1 unmarked, 2 LMPD tow trucks. For about 30 protesters, about 8 cars.
I didn't do nothing. You can't do that. You were given 3 commands. No, I was not. You were given 3 commands. And you don't have the right to tell me to get out the street. Stop resisting. This is not an unlawful assembly. You do not have the right to tell me to get out the street. Okay. Y'all just asking to get sued more and more. Y'all can defend yourselves. Hey, that's the training. Tell y'all. Don't worry about my person. Get my ID. Don't worry about it. I'm tired of y'all breaking y'all standard operating procedures. Y'all gonna get sued. Violating your rules. So we're gonna stand up, okay? We're gonna stand up, okay? Don't worry, y'all getting sued. Okay, y'all are being recorded. Everything y'all do is being recorded. Y'all will be sued for violating my rights. No, this is not no lawful assembly. You cannot tell me this first. Greg Sims and all this. You really want to go there with me? Guns, weapons, non-guns. Just do your damn job. It is my job, I know, just do your damn job. Come on, get over it. If you're going to take me to the book, take me on to the book. I got to sue you. I'm just going to sue you. I ain't got time to argue right now. If it's on my damn bag right there, that's my name, fool. I'm fighting for something else. Y'all be scared like y'all did over there. Y'all ain't sitting up on your own up.
Yeah, the head SUV is saying through their small megaphone that is built into the cars, unlawful assembly, and they're actually physically assaulting a vehicle further up the street. I think Maxwell is currently live streaming that. I'm making sure that this gentleman is all right during his arrest.
Just get sued. Just expect to get sued. Give me my stuff back. Don't worry. The winning things I got, I know every one of y'all they say like a lot of you. That's me and every one of y'all violated so far. Fuck you. Yeah, I'm talking to him. This nigga's balling. 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 The only funny thing about this is that y'all doing that.
Pig TV's out. Pig TV. Louisville Metro's got their own live streamer. I like to lovingly call them Pig TV. Two, 3, 4 arrests.
I'm already backed up.
4 arrests.
Don't fucking follow me. You don't fucking follow me. I just trying to see what's going on with my people. Fuck you.
At least 4
What
arrests.
the fuck?
All cops must die! All cops must die! All cops must die! All cops must die!
We got it. Don't worry about it. We got it. We're gonna roll the windows up, dog. Please roll those windows up, dog. Why are you chasing him? Why are y'all chasing him? He's throwing rock in the police car. No.
Well, weren't y'all hitting his car first? Didn't you hit his car first?
Y'all need to get in the chase.
This is the car that they were beating the shit out of. I don't know if that damage was from it or not. I do not know that for a fact. But I know LMPD was hitting this car. And they're driving off with the car door still open. They're driving off with the car door still open.
Bitches! You fucking bitches! Where was you motherfuckers at when the Palestinians had the whole damn street? Dog ass motherfuckers! Motherfuckers!
I saw at least 4 people arrested. 5.
Yaya's brother.
So 5, 6, at least 6. That'd be 6. I can think of at least 6 people that have been arrested thus far.
Racist fucking pigs!
We got info for all the people arrested for bail fund and shit.
So what's everybody's charges for walking to the owner?
If bail fund's watching, please come out.
How often you get hit by cars?
We got at least 6 arrested.
Well, none of y'all know where to be seen. You rotten motherfuckers! Racist bitches! You racist motherfuckers! Y'all some racist motherfuckers, man. That's what y'all are. Each every one of y'all motherfuckers are Hey, bro. Hey, I can't even go live, bro. I'm trying to get more people down here for us. Look at this shit. Where can I go live? It's not even letting me, bro.
Fucked up, man. I don't know. What are we on? 15th and Liberty? We're at 15th and Liberty, in case anyone's curious. No, I got the first arrest. I was back here at the time. So she was in the street. Yeah, of course.
I got old girl's bike in my van.
Okay.
You're the fucking devil. You're the goddamn devil. And the worst devil station. That's
from what I understand, they arrested David McAtee's brother. They arrested a well-known photographer. They arrested a girl that looked rather young. I don't even know. She's 18.
Oh my God!
Sis, come on. I don't want them to take it.
Fuck your crazy grandmammy and your kids can suck my dick and die, bitch!
Why we got cameras out? Let's not get names and date of birth, please.
She's the fucking prize, y'all!
Don't do what? Don't do what?
So again, they are arresting a well-known photographer, one that gets published on a semi-regular basis. That was out here on her bike covering the protests. From what I was told, they body checked her off of her bike so that she was in the street. Because if you're on a bike, you're legally allowed to occupy the street because it is a vehicle. What I was told is she was body checked off of her bike so that she was then illegally in the street and they could arrest her. So yeah, yesterday we found out that the LMPD officer and the National Guardsmen that were involved in the shooting that ended the life of David McAtee at his own barbecue joint early in the protests. His brother came out because yesterday they announced that no charges are being pressed against those two individuals that fired the rounds. So David's brother came out, organized a small march, 30, 40 people, 5, 6 cars, 8 cars, about 30, 40 people, and they came out 9 marked, now 11 marked. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 marked, 16, 17 marked vehicles, at least 3 unmarked, and 2 LMPD tow trucks.
The house went. Not one of you motherfuckers showed up. Where the fuck y'all was? Who else is in the car? Who else y'all got in the car? How many people y'all got in this motherfucking car?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and then 16 all the way down.
We filmed on the 26th Street. Where was y'all 5 days ago when people was marching in the streets? A whole bunch of crowds. Where was y'all at? Y'all didn't come to harass them, but y'all won't come to harass us? Y'all want to come harass us? Harass somebody else.
Let's keep marching. Let's keep marching. Let's keep marching. Let's keep marching.
Again, I think there was at least 6 arrests. The Bell Fund is watching. Reach out to somebody here.
Let's keep going. Don't stop marching. Let's keep going.
Y'all are all puppets. Fucking puppets.
Funny this happens just after I'm explaining the Department of Justice's role in their investigation.
You are all disgusting to the world. You are disgusting to the world.
Fucking bitch on that.
Hey, look. Mainstream just got here when the cherries and berries got here.
Let's keep marching. Let's keep marching. Let's keep marching.
Oh, y'all should fucking come to this fucking shit.
I know that was hard on you, bro. I know that academy was hard on your short ass, bro. That academy must have fucked you up. I'm talking about shoot you up and pick you up.
Hey, do me a favor.
Yo.
Get that license plate. Make sure you take your school.
Which one? Man. There you go. There's even more. There's more marked cars showing up. They have to be pushing 20 marked vehicles. Several unmarked and the two. And the two. I don't know what's up with that car. And the two LMPD tow trucks is what I was trying to say. Hey, more mainstream finally getting here with the cherries and berries. Tell your producers it's all live if they want it. Riot Heart. Jackass.
You can stick your neck out for us one time for a march, my dog. For a march. Come on, you bitch.
It's the wrong goddamn day. You bitches didn't show up Sunday.
Only warnings that I heard before they gave an arrest was SUV in the front, just the regular megaphone that is on the car, not a big one, just a regular megaphone that they have on the cars. I heard twice unlawful assembly before they started arresting. The first arrest that I captured, the officer kept repeating to him that he was given 3 warnings. I only heard 2 of them. Again, this is a march that was supposed to be in the name of David McAtee after finding out yesterday that the LMPD officer and the National Guardsmen that were at fault for the death of David McAtee are not getting any charges pressed against them whatsoever. So David McAtee's younger brother and a couple others organized this small march, and LMPD responded with about 20 marked vehicles, about 5 unmarked vehicles, and 2 LMPD tow trucks. It's been, I think, roughly 6 arrests. If my count is on point, I think 6. I don't know that for a fact. I witnessed 5. I was told about another one.
Why was y'all at Sunday when the Palestinians had all the Jefferson? Not one police car showed up, but you come after a handful of us. You racist motherfuckers!
Hey, let's ride out.
Bitches! And I will keep saying it. But I'm the man who was missing a hand. Racist motherfuckers! Y'all better take that slave mentality and down here. Louisville getting ready to bust my motherfuckers open. Remember that. Remember this fucking face right here.
And she said what she said, bitch ass shit.
Remember this face right here. Run down the goddamn street, you know? Fucking run no goddamn way.
They can take a picture of my license plate.
They been fucking trying to get them and got her because they fucking been trying to racist motherfuckers. We ain't got up on the street. We ran down this bitch. That's why I'm mad for real. You got no respect for the dead. Y'all ain't shit. If he has all y'all phones and shit. Stinky fucking dogs. Dogma. Straight dogma.
Treat people the way I'm supposed to be treated. Talk to me, nigga. Talk to me, nigga. You got life. You got life, nigga.
Stay focused on the mission. Keep going. Don't give them your energy. Keep going. Let's go. Let's go. Come on. What are y'all sitting here for? Keep going.
They know what they are.
Keep going.
They know what they are. Let's go. Let's go.
We don't talk to the police. That's why we say fuck around. Keep going.
Let's go.
Let's go. Right there, baby. You do it where you want. I know you can.
No, 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 no.
Unless we let them stop us. Keep going.
Good Lord. No, 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 no. No, no, no. Come on, big boy. Come on, big boy. Yes, come on, big boy. Get the fuck out of here, big boy. Big fella. Big fella. I bet you fucking that one thing that you got the car, huh? Big fuck. You ain't even put a nigger in there yet, huh? Yeah, you ain't even put a nigger in there yet. Get your ass up out of there, good. Get the fuck out of my hood, nigga. Ain't never been welcome. Talking to you,
Keep
bro.
going.
Get the fuck. Yes, brother.
Damn, they can't believe they locked up their 19 I think they just came for him.
Keep going. Keep going.
actually, if I'm not mistaken, a Supreme Court ruling decided that law enforcement's role legally is not to protect and serve, it is to enforce law. They're not here to protect us. They're not here to serve us in any capacity. Their legal role, according to a Supreme Court hearing and decision, I can't remember which one it was, but yeah, law enforcement is actually here to protect property and to enforce law, not to protect and serve the people. So that old motto, that old slogan, protect and serve, doesn't apply anymore. I don't know. I don't really hear cops say it much anymore either, so I guess maybe they've owned that they don't protect and serve. There was about 6 that were arrested, I believe. Including the baby brother of David McAtee. Tell the truth, even when I lie. We're dwindling. I don't know what is happening. I know that law enforcement officers have no legal obligation to put themselves in jeopardy to protect and serve. I know that for a fact. So the plan was to go to 26th and Broadway to Yaya's, but they arrested Yaya's younger brother, so I think we're a little lost at the moment.
And let's keep continuing. Don't let them stop us. Let's keep moving. Let's go.
Yeah. Let's keep going. Don't let them
Let's
stop
keep
us.
going.
Well, Jason, it's kind of hard to type up and Google facts whenever I'm currently doing another job, but I bet you've got the capability of Googling it real quick. So why don't you do a little bit of research yourself there, bud? You got all the information in the world at your fingertips with these space phones. I'm using a space phone to show you this video right now. So go ahead and Google that shit for yourself. Put on your big boy pants. Take care of it. Thank you very much. You're the one that chooses to be here and listen to me. So the burden of proof falls on you, unfortunately. I know that what I'm saying is the truth. I know that what I'm saying is factual to my knowledge. So take it as you will or do the research yourself, because I've already done it, which is why I feel comfortable in regurgitating the information, because the research has already been done on my part. All right. I don't have to back up anything. Nah, Jason, I think I'm gonna pass. Again, you're an adult. At least I assume you are. I think you have your own capability doing the research, so go for it, bud. I am well educated, which is why I use phrases such as "to my knowledge." That way what I say is not definite, and then I do leave the window to correct it later. about, here's some typical bullshit from my side. Boop. Not all the streets are state-owned, at least not in Louisville, Kentucky. You can actually look up, there's a Wikipedia page dedicated to each of the streets in Louisville, whether they are considered to be a highway from, old archaic road structures, whether they're still considered to be a highway, or whether they're considered to be city maintained. All that information is online. I believe I've posted it from Right Heart a couple times too. Maybe I'll do that again later today. So again, we are out marching in the name of David McAtee, who was killed by LMPD and National Guard early in the protests a year ago. David McAtee's younger brother and a couple others organized a small march. His younger brother, as well as I believe 5 other individuals, ended up being arrested just moments ago. There was probably between 30 and 50 of us, about 8 cars, and then LMPD rolled up, 20 marked cars deep, 5 unmarked, and 2 tow trucks. Of course, Pig TV was out too, so I look forward to going home and checking out LMPD's live stream, see what their commentary is, because that's always gold. Comedy gold, that is. Michael, you're right. You did give me that wiki. So if you gave me that wiki, why am I having to correct your verbiage? I don't know about this street in particular. Were you commenting on this street in particular? If you were commenting on this street in particular, then I apologize for overstepping. I don't know that Liberty per se is a highway. Very well could be.
Thank you. I'm like, oh.
1 year anniversary of protests is coming up on May 28th. There is some actions on a march planned for this Friday, as well as I believe some on this coming Saturday. Of course, we'll be live for those. Steve Rogers, I don't know what you're talking about. So Steve Rogers, what I was trying to say is you're probably on the wrong stream, because I don't know what you're talking about. If you would care to enlighten me as to what you're talking about, maybe I could look into it, but just coming in and regurgitating words that don't make any sense doesn't prove any point. It's not like a gotcha moment, ha-ha! It just means it's something that hasn't come across my eyes before. Alright, so we got our shit back together. Looks like there's maybe still about 20 of us. About 10 cars now instead of 8. Barbara. Barbara, that is a question that, you know, a couple hundred people marching, where's LMPD? Steve Rogers is so smart because he came up with a real funny acronym. Good for him. I hope he's super proud of himself. Ooh, I smell honeysuckles. Like real strong. Man, I wish I had honeysuckle in my backyard.
Hold that flag up high. Hold it up high. LMPD ain't even coming back out here, bro. They just did that shit to break our spirits and get us back. Remember that, bro. They came out here to break our spirits. Break our friends, though.
We started out with probably between 30 and 50, about 8 cars, probably another 10 or 20 in there. LMPD came and arrested 6, broke us up for a minute. We got back together. I said we still got about 25 people in the cars. We got some more cars. We got maybe 10, 11, 12 cars now, so I guess some of the people that were on foot ended up in their cars. So we're at 21st right now, 5 blocks from 26, couple blocks from Broadway. So we're about 8 blocks away at this point. The closer and closer we get to that destination, the more and more spotty my cell reception is going to be, because the West End just has dead zones, little pockets of dead zones. Go figure, West End doesn't have much, including acceptable cell phone reception. So if the live stream does drop, I will come back up live once we start heading back towards downtown and I have cell phone reception again. Small number of cars, again maybe 10 or 12, maybe 25 people on foot. 30 maybe on foot. I don't know. Definitely slightly smaller numbers, or at least appears to be slightly smaller numbers than when we started the march. But again, 6 were arrested. Might have scared off a few. Also might have scared a few into their cars.
I need everybody walking need to get in the car. Because we got a destination to go to, and it's kind of far. So, I say hop in the truck, car. I know everybody pretty much for, hold on. So everybody just hop in the car for me.
All right, well, I was told there's a new destination. My lens is not dirty. It's that I got a crack that goes right through it on this side. But I was told that there's a new destination. I don't know where it is yet. I'm gonna go ahead and drop the live for now, try to figure out what's going on. May or may not be back up. But I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here for now. So Jared Riot Heart Media signing off. Stay strong, stay safe.